can hear me. Any luck there? Actually, I think I know exactly what happened. I was trying to fix the sound so that whenever people subscribe and follow, it doesn't blow all of our eardrums out. But I bet that I accidentally turned down the overall volume instead of that. All right, good, excellent. Let's see what we've got our opponents throwing out over here. We have, okay, here's Valise. Veil of Deceit is her ultimate. Summons 3 Serpentine Spirits in attack range. Lasts permanently. Serpentine Spirits will support other attacking summoned. Yes, stuff. Stuff happens. Alright, we got a victory on Metapin, 224,193 BP. And let's see what they've got. Stats show that Valise did the most damage at 3,633,060, which is pretty telling because their VP was much lower. And so for Valise to do that much damage on, on some creatures that were, lower VP for my team and higher for theirs, that's pretty telling. Arrogance came in next at 2,473,020, and then Edrin at 2,167,200 310. All right, for that we got 3 arena coins and 5,000 hero XP potions. Not too bad, I would say. We still have 4 out of a maximum of 5 arena permits. But I'm going to call that good for the moment because you don't have much chance of winning those fights at the moment. Alright, in that case, I think I'll come over to the shop and get the freebies for the day. OJ says, did you already summon for Guan Yu? No, I did not. I've actually been absent for the past couple of days. My son's car broke down. And so I've been doing a bit of car work. Turns out probably we've got it. It was the alternator. And weirdly, the alternator itself was fine. It was the port on the regulator. And so he ended up replacing the entire alternator. But anyway, regardless, long story short, I'm back. Alright, I will do some. I actually have to look and see how long I have left to do one, but I'll do that afterward. Alright, so we got time limited offers here, summoning, daily luck, and we'll claim this. We got 3 ancient summoning crystal shards, 10 auto fight attempts, and 40,000 gold. And then down here in the W Gold shop on the right hand tab up there, we got the daily bonus, which is 30 stamina today. Regular bundle, Spirit Invocation pack, we got the free treasure chest for 10 diamonds. Okay, so we got a little bit to work with here. I will go and look, the Guan Yu thing, that's a select your hero. Okay, so it looks to me like we have another 3 days and 3 hours for trying to get Guan Yu, which means that I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm not going to have time to. It's already 11:45. I'll do a little bit, but I won't do much. Now, I know there's a pick your own hero situation with this, and we have to come over here, looks like, and we can select from among these lovely choices here what hero we want to try to get. As for me, I don't think I have a preference. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones. Yuri is pretty neat. I've seen her do pretty good damage. Neza is also very good in arena. I've seen her do well. Rune Hollow is good. And I'm talking about in arena right now. It's the stuff that I have seen, and of course, Arrogance I already have, but he's awesome. I don't know. I'm really not sure who to choose. Let's see. OJ says I got Guan Yu but missed my choice hero. Who was your choice hero? Who'd you end up going with? Out of curiosity. Hex is also really good, but I consider him pretty unreliable. This girl here, what is her name? Malvira. Malvira seems really interesting as well. But yeah, I don't really know who I will want to go for. And I guess I'll have to choose tonight because oh look, they've got them sorted by factions too. That's cool. So what I notice is that I haven't seen Ajax on here. Hot Suit is there, and Hot Suit is also quite good. So OJ went for Valise. Yes, I have seen Valise as well. So I believe there's no lords, right? It's all non-lord characters that we can select. I think that's what somebody told me. Okay, so it has it sorted by unowned and owned so that you can't accidentally get someone you already have. That's cool. I think that this first guy here, his name I think starts with an S, and I can't think of his name, but I think there's other ways to get him. Of course, I mean, obviously, there's other ways to get all of these, I suppose, but I'm not sure. Not sure what the right options here are. I like to look at the nightmare because, of course, arrogance is nightmare. Actually, I've got a good number of good nightmares, but I'm also building up a decent selection of infernals. So it could be fun to try to add to that. If only I knew a little bit more about it, that would help a lot. Um, Again, from what I've seen, Hex is quite good. Um, I've seen this wizard guy over here, the one in the hat with the hat, the mage here. I can't think of his name right now, but I've seen him a few times. Malric or no, surely not. Malric is the stronghold thing. Not really sure, but that guy I've seen a number of times. I've also seen the dude at the bottom left before. I don't remember where, but I've seen him somewhere. And the demon girl, top left, I've seen her too. The fifth one from the left is also someone I've seen before, very occasionally. I've never seen, to my memory, I've never seen the second guy, the third guy, this girl over here to the far right. I've never seen those that I can think of, and the third one actually feels kind of familiar. Like maybe I have seen that one. Oh, I clicked it and held it, and I see that its name is Pharisee, and that name is somewhat familiar. So I feel like I may have actually seen this one at some point. I see it's a healer. Interesting. All right. Curing pain and illness with the power of sand. Might not be out of good intentions. Well, I mean, hey, it is a lizard. What do you want from a lizard, right? All right. Yeah, I'm really unsure what I should go with here. And maybe Hot Suit would be the right option. She is very good, at least in Arena. I don't know how she does otherwise. She's a member of the Nightmare faction, which is nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough thing right there. Let's see if there was somebody who was a member of both the Nightmare and the Infernal. That would be fancy, but I don't see it. So I don't know. I guess I lean toward Yuri and Hot Suits. Um, I'm not really clear on all the different ways to get the different people, so I'm not sure which ones come around more often, and have other ways that they're available more regularly. So yeah, uh, Hot Suit, Yuri, Hex, those all seem like possibly the better options. I'm weak on Marksman right now. So, any of these would fit that bill. I don't know. I almost lean towards Yuri just because she's a member of both the Nightmare and the Piercers, and I could use some more good Piercers. I'm not super impressed with my Piercers in general. So, I mean, that would be not the worst choice. Um, that being said, Hex is also a member of Infernal and Piercer. And again, Infernal is something I've been doing more of because Soul Cadence is very nice. And of course Setram is part of that faction as well. So it's not bad. OJ says Nezar is probably the mathematical best choice, but Hatsuit is my favorite. Yuri is also one of my favorites. Yeah, so Nezar, let's see. What is Nezar a member of? Let's find Nezar, if only I can. It's all this visual stuff, very difficult. um, okay, there's Nezar. So Nezar, oh, I don't want to select her. Nezar is a member of the Watchers, and is at the northern, no, this is a satiricist. Um, I don't really, don't know about that. Individually, uh she might be, I mean, I know she's obviously very good as far as the damage that she does, that I've seen her put out, or him, I'm sorry, him, the damage that he puts out. um but the thing is that I don't need another fighter necessarily, and I could use another marksman. um I don't know if Neza is more rare to come across than the others. It doesn't really seem to be that way because everybody seems to have Neza, which implies that Neza um, can be gotten by any other means fairly regularly, I assume. I don't really know. But she's not, or he is not a marksman, nor is he a member of the Watch, or the, sorry, of the, Infernal or Nightmare factions, which are kind of where my groups are leaning for the most part. That being said, the groups could lean in a different direction. Um, I could reevaluate that if I got someone who was significantly better. But it would be cool if we could kind of get something that already goes along with what I've got. And I feel like that would be the most improvement, would be to go that direction. So I'm not sure. Um, Odds are it won't really matter because I probably won't get them anyway. So that's one way to look at it. Um, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I go with Hex. Hex is difficult. Like I said, I find that from what I've seen, um, sometimes Hex performs very well, and then other times Hex seems to just kind of sit on his hands and let all of his teammates do things while he kind of watches and, I don't know, play some cards or something. Um, OJ says Yuri is better for arena, but Hotsuit is better for beating stages. Yeah, I've seen both Yuri and Hotsuit perform very, very well in arena. Obviously I don't know how they do in beating stages, but no, Hotsuit is very good. She can really do some DPS as well. Yeah, it's a tough decision, really. I feel like overall I want to go with one that has two factions. And getting a little bit of the Piercer faction wouldn't hurt my feelings any. I feel like I think I have a decent lord for Piercers, and I don't have much use for them. For one reason or another, it just um doesn't feel great in that in that faction. Let's see here. Okay, I think there's also this other dude here. I don't know his name, but he reminds me of ICP from back in the day. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the Insane Clown Posse. That's how I feel when I see this guy. Okay, his name is Abomination, apparently. Um, I feel like I've seen him in. I don't know if I've seen him in arena or if it was stuff that was being offered as a friend assist in the dragon fights. But one or the other, I've definitely seen him before a few times, and I don't really know really anything about him. He's a fighter, and again, I'm not really in the market heavily for fighters right now. I have a good number of decent fighters. That's kind of where my strengths are in melee at the moment. Need to definitely change that situation. Hmm. I think I will. I think I will go with Yuri. That seems like a good choice. Um, I don't know. Thinking about this for a moment. She's more reliable than Hex. I think Hex could possibly out DPS her on a good day. Um, but I'm not what is known as lucky. Uh, so probably the more solid and steady choice of those two would be Yuri. Hot Suit would be very nice to have, but she's only one faction, and I feel like the two faction thing is kind of nice, and I feel like the DPS on Yuri versus the DPS on Hot Suit, from what I've seen, seems to be in the same league. Not necessarily as good, but in this, we're there's on the similarly suited. So I feel kind of like having that extra faction. It's good for the faction trials, but it's also good for taking advantage of lord bonuses if that's something that needs to happen. Um, OJ says Yuri does piercing damage and Hex does magical damage. Yeah, and I don't really need more magical damage right now. I need more marksmen that do piercing damage to deal with some of those nasty flyers. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with Yuri, and we'll see. Odds are it won't matter anyway. So let's go ahead and just go with it and be good. There it is. Guan and Yuri. Okay. Now, having made that decision, right or wrong, I have 69 um, rare summoning crystals at the moment, and I'm going to be using at least one today. I may as well go ahead and do it now, except that first I want to look over at the shard summon window over here just to be confusing and see how many of these Thunkle shards I have. Looks like I have 15 out of the 75 I would need. So I do want to try to get him if I can as well. So that's something to think about. All right, back over here, and let's give it a summon and see how it goes. I think we have the Lucky Pick invocation. There's also a Crazy invocation of spirits running, which just gives you twice the chance to get a legendary hero as you normally would have. Then there's the Crazy Divine Summoning, which is the same thing except using legendary shards instead of rare summoning shards. Crystals. Oh, words are hard. All right, so back up to the Lucky Pick invocation, though. Let's go ahead and summon and see what happens. Selected raid up here cannot be changed once summoning begins. Are you ready to proceed? Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Why not? And we're also getting Arrival of Heroes trophies while we're at it. We got Cuke, the 3-star marksman, the cunning goblin archer whose poisoned arrows bounce from foe to foe. Beware his traps. You know what? we'll do a few summons now. We're not going to go crazy, because again, it is midnight, but we'll get a few of these summons done and just see what we can run across here. I think first I will come over here, claim some of this, these rewards that we have, and then get some background fights running. And that way we can do something in sort of a dual purpose manner. Clearing any 5 stages, well, clearing any stages 5 times today rather, gives us one of these stamina potion samples. Spending 100 stamina today gives us another stamina potion sample. Performing 1 summon gives us 2 4-star psychic power shards. Participating in the arena 1 time gives us 5 quick clear tickets. Signing in today gives us another 5,000 gold, and giving friendship points 1 time has replenished 10 of those friendship points that we spent earlier. Okay, I'll go ahead and try to finish some of the daily stuff and whatnot, then we'll do some more summons. How about that? So weekly, clear any stages 50 times, that gives us 5 ancient summoning crystal shards, and spending 500 stamina gives us 3 stamina potion samples. Now, back out of there, and we have 54 stamina at the moment, so let's come over to the idle rewards guy, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab all of these things real quick. We got 10 quick clear tickets, 2 insignia of endurance 3s, 2 arena permits, 3 auto fight attempts, 1 huge stamina potion. Now, with that stuff, we have gone over our permits maximum, so we're going to go ahead and probably use something in that regard so that we can start recharging on those. I suppose it'll be Vito with 344,854 BP. He is from where? Colombia. Well, interesting. He has some good heroes on his team there. And the total monster BP is 344,854. Our BP is 363,919. So, let's see what we can get here. Have some little ants coming along at us. Vito summoned Nora, who has a little worm companion, or a dragon companion, if you will. When activated, worm dab that is, Labor immediately deals 360% AoE magic damage to up to 10 enemies in range. Then, during the ultimate, increases Labor's damage, Labor is the worm, by 130% and expands both its attack range and damage range, lasting for 20 seconds. Then we got Dao Chan. She switches between Serenade of Hope and Song of Sorrow. One of those is a DPS song, and one of them is a healing song. So, then we have Vierna up here, who has Reaper's Grasp. Deals 800% AoE damage to enemies in range. Kills enemies with HP below 25% after a short delay. Elite monsters and bosses are excluded. Okay, then he's put out Morrigan. Morrigan has Cursed Seed. Releases a wave of cursed bombs at up to 3 targets in the range. And finally, Malvira has made her appearance. Malvira has Call of the Reaper. Pulls up to 6 furthest enemy targets in range toward the hero, then consumes all the hero's stacks of resentment to deal 520% AoE damage to up to 10 enemy targets in range. For each stack of resentment consumed, increases final damage by an extra 20%. After casting the skill, increases the hero's block by 3 for 10 seconds. OJ says, I've got like 1,700 arena permits, lol. I do the bare minimum of arena. Ah, well, see, arena is interesting. It can be. I need to reset some of my autoplays on this and probably do some manually every once in a while. I haven't done in a while. So that was Vito with 344,854 BP. If we look at the stats over here, looks like Nora actually was the top dog on the damage dealt at 13,191,200, followed by Ethan at 10,667,600. Then it drops down to Arrogance at 8,687,510, and then Vierna at 8,358,290. The damage kind of falls off a cliff after that, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, we got 3 arena coins for that fight. Alright. We got a little while before we can refresh, and everybody else here is well over 400,000 BP. So we'll get out of there and we'll look at some of this other stuff. For one thing, I have this dragon sitting over here with 1,800 Hero XP potions, and we want to come and do the auto fights on these faction trials. In fact, it's going to be a quick clear for these guys. So we're going to quick clear stage 8 of the basic faction trials. We got 7 shelters, insignia 3s, and 156 Hero XP potions for that. Then we're going to go back and go to the Trial of Watchers, where we're going to go apparently to stage 9. That appears to be where I was at. And we will do a quick clear of that as well. That gives us another 156 XP potions and 8 of the Might Insignia 3s. Then we'll head over to the Pantheon and see if we have anything exciting. No, we're not going to be able to have that many. So, out of there we go. And that ought to have given us a completion. Yes, quest completion over here. Obtain a daily chest from Hyperion gives us 10,000 gold, and clear faction trial on any difficulty level 1 time gives us another 10,000 gold in there. May as well, I think, go ahead and do obtain 1 piece of gear from Gear Raid, and what I'm going to do is just go to Gear Raid 1, and we're going to go to stage 18 and auto fight 1 time on there with the quick clear. And actually I didn't do the quick clear, did I? Just did a regular one. Well, that's alright too. Hop out of there, back over to I think the dailies is where I want to go, the daily quest. Could do 1 purchase in the black market, but I think first let's just go claim the Tide Onslaught. And we're just gonna claim the loot. We're not gonna actually do the fighting bit. OJ says those quick clears make dailies so much faster. That's true. And then he says, have you tried the gear dungeons yet? I just did the one that they made me do. When I first opened up gear dungeons, it did that thing it does where it just kind of forces you to click different things. And so it made me go through and do gear dungeon 1. So I did that one, but I don't think that I've done any since then. Okay, we got 46 legendary skill dust, 352 talent points, 58 epic skill dust, 11,000 gold, 60 stamina, 84 rare skill dust, 1 skeleton guardian demon soldier shard, 1 fallen reaper, 1 lizard fly imago, and 2 scalekin mage demon soldier shards. Alright, back on out of there. Oh, hey, Rivian, you were being sneaky up until it tagged you. It's like, oh man, you got a watch streak 7 stream. Good job. Alright, let's see here. We got that background finished over here. 4,620 gold, 750 XP potions, 1 piece of gear here, and 10 of these Golden Guard Demon Soldier Shards. Alright, cool. Other than that, let's hop over to the Elf Pass here. Gold Dragon Pass has some things on it. Daily quests. Man, we got plenty, don't we? Logging into the game gives us 200 of the Gold Dragon tokens. Spending 50 stamina a day gave us another 200. Participating in the arena 1 time for another 200. And clearing any stage 5 times a day gave us yet another 200 Gold Dragon tokens. That leveled us up to 17, and we're going to go over the weekly quests, where we have claimed rewards from Drake's Chasm 5 times, and that has given us 1,125 Gold Dragon tokens, leveling us up to 18. Let's head over to level rewards and claim all these lovely things. It is 5 5-star psychic power shards and 30,000 gold for that. Getting out of there and going over to events, we have a few different things going on here. Looking at the calendar, going to be participating in a number of these, some of which we've already begun. We got the Martial God's Tale here, but we're going to go on to the next thing, W Gold Gift. So we can complete quests, earn event tokens, and redeem shareable W Gold Gift chests. Team up with your friends to claim bountiful rewards. Excellent. Brave Conquest, time to fetch more gear, pieces, and artifacts. That's going to start in 2 hours and 47 minutes. Corridor of Glory has already begun. It ends in 10 days and 2 hours, and that's for leveling up, starring up, promoting heroes, or upgrading hero skills to win trophies and redeem rewards. Tales of the Smith is for enhancing gear pieces and getting rewards from that, and we haven't done any of that yet. It ends in 3 days, so we've still got time. Then we've got the Mortius Excavation. We dig for treasures to win rewards and collect them all for the grand prize. Grab your pickaxe and start your something. It doesn't say, it doesn't finish. Let's go obtain some pickaxes. Logging into the game today gives us 5 pickaxes. And then spending 50 stamina today gives us another 8 pickaxes. Then we get 8 more for participating in the arena 1 time today. And another 8 for clearing any stages 5 times today. Now, if we obtain 5 pieces of gear from Gear Raid, then we will get another 8. Now that seems like a good idea, so let's do that. OJ says, are y'all going to pull for Sergey tomorrow? I have no idea. There's some degree of possibility. Looks like I need 4 more of these. It just kind of depends. Do these quick clears here. I feel like I may end up running out of crystals and diamonds without getting too far along and everything. Alright, so for those backgrounds, we got, or quick clears, we got 18,480 gold, 3,024 XP potions, 10 small arachnid demon soldier shards, and a little bit of gear. Okay, getting out of there. Let's see. Do we have more? We do. We have those 8 that were promised to us. Complete 2 individual quests of the guild today. Well, that sounds like a good idea. We got the guild daily sign-in, giving us 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 2,000 gold, followed by clearing artifact material raid on any difficulty level 3 times, which gives us 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 1 small stamina potion. Arabian says I'm going to wait until the new ancient lord, and OJ agrees. I am unfamiliar thus far with the new ancient lord. Challenge Drake's Chasm 2 times is another quest that we could do. I'm going to go to the guild info first and foremost. Check out this donation window here. We're going to donate a bunch of rare skill buffs, 100 of them, I do believe, for 25 guild coins and 50 guild activity. I don't want to donate any of those other lovely things. They would like some epic skill crystals and some diamonds, but no, I don't think I will. Alright, now, back to, I think Drake's Chasm daily I need to do. So we're going to just auto-fight these. We're just going to do the number 3 and the number 2 dragon here. Feels like a good idea. It is 12:15 in the morning for those who are keeping track. Do you know where your children are? Do you get the reference that I have made? Who knows? Alright, so this one, I don't recall. I think this might be one that I did the other day, this fight. Yeah, I think so. Has the right people here, I think, on this list. And so I had set this autoplay pretty recently. Ruben says, did she roll earlier, OJ? So you asked her already. I think I only pulled 1 guy, and that was just to do the quest today. I'm going to pull a few more though, before the night is through. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'll pull a few before I stop for the night. Yeah. Seems like a good plan. I think I got Cuke. It was super exciting. I mean, hey, I can't complain too much. Cuke is a marksman. I said I needed marksmen, and that was my only pull. And hey, it was a marksman. We got 10,050 for Dragon Blood, and I think you already saw the stats. I'll just kind of run through them without really going over them. I think 22 million damage followed by 20 million damage is pretty dang decent, all things considered. Hop out of there, complete that. OJ's asking if Rubian got Guan Yu. And now let's auto fight Nightmare 2. I don't remember if I redid this one or not. I think possibly not, but I don't know, possibly. Might be able to find out pretty soon. Yeah, I'm not really sure. May have, because I was doing the strategy of throw Greed out and then pick him up, and that may be what happened here. This may be a recent. Peruvian did get Guan Yu. Very good. How do you like him so far? Both of you. Got a thumbs up from OJ, and I don't know if that was a thumbs up to he's good, or if it's a thumbs up about them both pulling. One thing I do wish about this game is that we could turn off the overhead feedback, all of the numbers, and some of the effects, because I can't see what's going on a lot of times. It's very difficult for me to see like the health bars and things like that when there's a lot of effects going off around my guys. And even when I'm sitting here and all I'm doing is watching, I'm still kind of like, okay, so how is it going? It's hard to say. OJ hasn't used him yet, and neither has Arabian. Interesting. Okay, well that makes sense. I mean, I'm not necessarily able to max people out quite a while after I get them. All right, so we got 12,122 dragon blood for that, and it's 28 million for Setrum or Sulkadins rather, followed by 27 million for Arrogance, then 21 million for Setrum. So those are all perfectly fine numbers there. Complete that. And then we'll get out of here. And that'll take me over here, and I can go to Guild Bus, where we have challenged Drake's Chasm 2 times, and therefore can claim this 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 5,000 gold. OJ Pimpson got 2 of 1 user artifacts in 92 forges. 92 is a significant number. Alright, got those. Now I'm going to, I think I'm going to start these background runs for history of artifacts. And I think I shall, okay, I'll go to auto fight and we'll go to a crazy number. And that way we can use this huge stamina potion here. Let's see. Do I want to use a couple? Sure, let's use a couple of them. And then we shall hit max on this and start those 18 runs there. Rubian got his choice, which was Ireless. Nice. Okay, interesting. My ranking in Arrival of Heroes is actually not at the very, very bottom anymore. Because I pulled Q. I have 30 points. Very nice. Very nice. Back over to events tab over here. Mortius Excavation. Let's see. We were there. completed 2 individual quests of the guild today. We get 8 of these pickaxes for that. And now we have 45 pickaxes currently. Now, why do you suppose it's got the red dot here still? Aha, I see, because we have more things to claim. Staying online for 10 hours during the event got us 10 pickaxes. Spending 500 stamina during the event got us 10 more pickaxes. And spending 1,000 stamina during the event got us yet 10 more pickaxes. There's a lot of different things we could do here. Yes, that seems promising. We've got 2 days and 2 hours left. I think we can do some of those. Ah, yes. Carpeted Nouveau is most certainly a butt, and I shall bend him. There we are. Very good. All right, now, more ES excavation. Let's begin this unveiling here. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so this is the one where we uncover pictures of different things. So right now what we have is a staff. And that's the end of that staff. Very nice. We got 10,000 gold for getting it. I should have known by looking at the top, but that's not the way it was. So got this nice little scarab here to unveil. Got 10 diamonds for that. Got another staff for another 10,000 gold. Now we got a couple of little little pieces of something. We don't know exactly what or where, but let's see. Where would be a nice spot for some little metal thingies? It's a good question. Could be a couple different possibilities. Not there, apparently. Well, let's try here. No, not there. Okay, how's about here? There's one of them. Now, if one is there, that's 1,000 XP potion. Maybe the other one is here. No, no such luck. Okay. Where else, then, might we have a tiny little circular thing? If we have one there. Now, there's a couple of little places here. I don't know. What if we had one at the bottom, one at the top? Excellent. All right. So 1,000 XP potions for that. Okay, we got 200 mithril, 350 lucky gold, and 1 rare summoning crystal for that. Looks like we still have 54 picks, which is interesting because I didn't realize we had that many to start with. Obviously, I have failed in all ways here. Now we've got a little staff going at an angle apparently somewhere. One would think I would have run across it by now, but one would be wrong to think so, obviously. This is kind of impressive that I haven't managed to hit a single thing yet. Great job, me. Great job. Okay, well, must be just barely missing, right? That'd be the obvious. Is there just nothing? Nothing here. It's just an empty thing, really. It's a glitch in the matrix. Oh, here we go. How weird. Alright, so there's one sideways stab for 1,000 XP potions. Alright, so if there's one up there, maybe there's one down here. Nope, no such luck. Okay. Then if there's one up there, maybe there's one over here. There is. Great. Excellent. Thought there almost had to be. So these had to go up or down or side to side, right? So 1,000 hero XP potions for that. Now, we've got some little things here. We've got a couple of things that look like when I'm looking at them like this, they look like skulls. Surely that's not what they are. But that's kind of what they look like. And this is that thing. It's not a skull. 10,000 gold there, so it's 2 slots. Well, let's try if it's there. Let's try down here. Nope. And in that case over here, nope. Just doing terribly on this one. We got 10,000 gold. Now, where would we have a small circular thing under these conditions? Not real sure. Let's just see if we can unveil everything. That seems fun. It's not good. What if it's here right beside it? That would be funny. Nope, no luck. Well, that was terrible. Alright, we got 10 diamonds for that. Irvin says we should play Battleship. Your luck is terrible. Yes, my luck is terrible consistently in every game, every time. So we got 10 diamonds there. 5 ancient summoning crystal shards, 200 mithril, and 350 lucky gold. I know you would think that, like, almost anywhere I clicked it could have been one there for a minute, and it was like, oh, no. Just, absolutely not going to show up. Alright. Let's try here. Hey, we got something that time. It's one of the huge scarabs. So if there's one over there, we're going to assume there's one toward the other side. I'm going to go here to be kind of safe. Okay. We got 1,000 hero XP for that. We've got another scarab in here somewhere, and it takes up 6 slots, so obviously it's on the top right or bottom right. Let's try here. Nope, not there. How about there? Not there either. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're just side by side. Interesting. Not even a row in between. How interesting. Alright, got 10,000 gold for that. Ruben says, speaking of those rewards, you buy the Guan Yu skin? Interesting. Now, we've got one thing that's fairly large up and down, so it's gotta be here. But we're out of the picks at the moment, so we can't quite unveil that all the way yet. Now we got the spiritual altar thing on the next little slab here. It's going right along, and we have 30 points in it so far. Hasn't got us anywhere, but at least it's something, right? Martial God's sign in. You get 2 of the rare summoning crystals and 500 lucky gold for that. Scroll exploration. Radio. Forgot about that thing entirely, otherwise I could have come and claimed this 50 diamonds. What a shame. Alright. Obtain 25 mithril from Artifact Material Raid. Yeah, that one would have been a good one to have as well, because the Artifact Material Raid is a thing that's happening right now as Oracle trials. So, may as well do it. We got 4 of those to do for the other thing. So let's use one of these huge stamina potions for another 200 stamina, I guess. Makes sense. We got 29 flawless meteorites, 56 mithril, 174 mystery of artifacts trophies, 18,480 gold, and 3,024 XP potions. OJ says, yeah, don't forget about the scroll of exploration. Thanks, OJ, thanks. Alright, and then we can start some auto fights. May as well on these. And if I need to do something else, that's fine, I can switch over. Let's claim these 25 mithril from the artifact raids. That gives us 1 gold bonus doubler there. Let's go ahead and check this out. Upgrade hero skills 5 times during the events. Hero skills, it's not something I have a lot of stuff to do with, a lot of the resources that I need. I have 3 of those skill crystals, which is not especially wonderful. I suppose I could upgrade him a little bit. He comes in handy now and then for things. Let's look and see first if I would rather do someone else. I do want to try out Abby Zhao at some point. She seems like she could be entertaining. Maybe I'll go that direction for now. Irvian says, I thought I was the only one who forgets. OJ says, I will forget if I don't finish it all at once. Yeah, it's because I've had a couple days break there. It really threw me off. So we got Spectral Trampler effect duration plus 1 second on her. And then what else can we find there? That's damage plus 20% on Spiritual Siphoning. Or Spiritual Siphon, rather. Damage plus 3% on Spectral Trampler. That was the third skill upgrade we needed for this. Background fight has completed out there. And then damage plus 20% on Spiritual Siphon. That's the fourth one. Now we've got one more, and then we'll have completed that. Peruvian says, OJ says, same with Woodrift. Yeah, I've been failing to do Woodrift pretty consistently. Peruvian says, example, this morning I got Guan Yu, fully maxed him out. Then Scroll Exploration, next one was promoted Hero X times. Sounds right. Effect duration plus 1 second on Spectral Trampler, and I think that ought to finish that out. Yes, so we claim the 200,000 gold from that. What else we have here? Clear stages in Gear Raid 3 to obtain 15 pieces of gear during the event. Let's first claim this 100 diamonds right here. Now, clear stages in Gear Raid 3 to obtain 15 pieces of gear during the event. Yes, okay then. We can do an auto fight. It said 15 pieces. That's so many pieces. To do that 15 times, we will need a good bit of stamina. That's fine, I think. I don't really mind doing that. I have plenty of stamina saved up, I think. However, it will take a whole minute for that to happen. So, moving forward then, Honors Gauntlet is a thing that I haven't tried yet. It says in the Honors Gauntlet, you'll be matched with opponents in real time to compete in random challenges. Apparently, weekly calculation ends in 2 days and 2 hours. Does that mean that that's something I have all the time here and it just refreshes like Arena? I'm not really sure. Speaking of Arena, though, let's hop back over to Arena because I can refresh these opponents at this point. Alright, now, looks like we've got Jinx from Belgium with 359,780. Arivian says, didn't you complete your Void Rift normal once? I completed Void Rift once. I don't know which Void Rift it was. It was whatever I started in. I did complete it that one day. Not one day, one week. Oh, well, it's even hard for me to say that exactly. I'm not sure. Gonna go with not sure. I opened it up, and I finished out whatever it was having me do at that time. As for whether I did it for the weekly, I'm not really certain of that, basically. OJ says Honors Gauntlet is fun, much more fun than regular Arena. Well, that's cool. At some point, I should try it out. Not certainly tonight, but maybe at some point. Alright, Jinx is likely to slaughter me because I see Nisa and Valise and that weird-looking elf. I don't know the guy with all of the gold on his head. That's kind of cool. Let's try it out and let's check him out. Alright, so total monster BP is 359,780. Our auto fight BP is 363,599. So we'll go on into this, and then I will be able to see who the gold-headed guy is there. Number 2, after Nazah. He has a heck of a headpiece there. All right, here come the little ants at us, and here we have it's Guan Yu. Haha, golden-headed guy. All right, Guan Yu has heroic charge. Upon activating the ultimate, well, he looks like he did well, guys. I don't know. You said you haven't tested him out, but I mean, that was pretty nice right there. All right, so upon activating the ultimate, the hero can choose to move to a deployable ground tile within 3 tiles. After activation, immediately gains 4 stacks of blade stance, and the next attack triggers Dragon Crescent /1 or 1 additional time. During the ultimate, grants defensive penetration based on blade stance stacks, ignoring 4% defense per stack. Gains an extra 20% defense penetration while in Dragon's Eidolon state. I don't know what all of that means, but it sounds cool. We got a tentacle person here. That's Nerissa. That would be the weird elf-looking lady. She has Black Swan Elegy. When casting the ultimate, consumes all atrophy and dispels debuffs from allies in hero's basic attack range and within 1 tile around Abyssal Favor. When the ultimate is activated, each basic attack now deals 15% magic damage 30 times to the enemy with the lowest HP and range. Increases damage by 60% to enemies with shields. The ultimate lasts for 12 seconds. Cannot gain black pearls during the ultimate. Whatever black pearls are, you cannot gain them during the ultimate. Then we have Valise. Valise, as we know, has Veil of Deceit. OJ says ding Guan Yu. Yeah, Guan Yu did some work there for sure. Let's check on those stats here. That was Jinx with 359,780 BP. And yes, Guan Yu did bring the heat at 12,617,300. And to put that into perspective, the next highest damage on the board was Idrin with 7,656,420. That's something, that is something right there. Almost twice as much as Adrian, almost twice as much as Arrogance. Arrogance had 6,906,000. So in other words, Guan Yu at a lower BP than me did almost twice the damage, almost as much damage with just Guan Yu as Idrin and Arrogance combined. How crazy is that? It's very cool. I don't know if it's one of those diminishing over times things or not. I don't know anything about Guan Yu, but that is fancy moves right there. That's for sure. OJ says, no, I want to do some keystones just to play with Guan Yu, right? And Enderuvian says, Guan Yu, just drink your coffee. Hey, you know what? It's brown sugar coffee today, so I don't even know. Don't even know what to say. That was fancy, though. All right, we got 3 arena coins for that fight. Guan Yu's going to have to get his own coffee. That's what I have to say about it. Now, out we go, and we have something here. The Oracle's Trial, some kind of reward. It is 3 legendary skill crystal shards. Always welcome in my book. We're almost high enough to get Thunkles, which is super cool. Well, not Thunkles, but Thunkles shards off the progress meter there at the bottom. Definitely want to get the Thunkles shards. I think he'll be very useful for me. All right. Now we'll head over to events where we have Corridor of Glory rewards, which are 100 epic skill dust and 1 rare summoning crystal. I also think I ought probably in a moment to go and check on Barut's Dwarven Association shop. But first, we have spend 1,500 stamina during the event and get 10 pickaxes, and eliminate 4,000 monsters during the event and get 10 more pickaxes. Those will come in handy momentarily over in the Mortius excavation. Now, we've got 2 more things here that we need to find, and the odds were good that one of them would be here, and here in fact it is. Very nice. That was 1000 XP for that. The other thing I think is 4 long, so it has to be, no, it isn't. It isn't there, so maybe it isn't 4 long. Maybe it's 3 long. No. Oh, I'm an idiot. I did not finish unveiling the staff. How cool. That's the only staff on the board. I just wasted 2 of my pickaxes. Oh boy. Unlucky and stupid. It's a great combination. We got 50 diamonds for this, for that lovely experience. We got 5 ancient summoning crystal shards, 200 mithril, and 350 lucky gold for clearing that stage there. Okay, so we have a couple of things that are 4 shards long, or 4 not 4 shards, 4 tiles long, a couple of 2 long, and at least one that's only 1 tile long. Oh, there we go. There's something. It's always great to find something. So that's the 4 long bit. 10,000 gold. Let's see here. What else should I give a shot to? How about what if they're side by side? That's another good question. Okay. It's not what I had hoped for, but it's what I got. 50 diamonds for that. Then in that case, is there another one? No, there's not. Another one over there. It won't be of the exact same thing. We've got some kind of 2 long thing, and then we've got this is going to be the 4 tile long thing. 10,000 gold. So we've got one that's only 1 tile long, somewhere in here, and then one that's 2 tiles long. Let's see, where would I be? Maybe there. Nope, not enough items, so it doesn't matter where I would be. Ha ha ha. Okay, back out of there then. I'm gonna come over to him before he refreshes here soon. Okay, nothing exciting there, but I will do a free refresh and see if we can find something more exciting. There it is, rare summoning crystal for only 70 diamonds. I'll absolutely take it. May as well do his other free refreshes while I'm at it and see if there's anything else fun here. You get 3 free refreshes every day. May as well use them. No reason not to. Okay, and then also I'm going to come over to the arena shop where I can get this huge stamina potion. Always a wonderful thing to pick up. Pretty much, I mean, no reason not to get that, honestly. If you're doing arena fights, grab the huge stamina potion, right? Alright, for the quests, we have made 1 purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association, which gives us 10,000 gold. We claimed the Tide Onslaught reward 1 time, which gives us a stamina potion sample. And we obtained 1 piece of gear from Gear Raid, which gives us 5 quick clear tickets. We've not leveled up heroes 3 times. We'll do that in a moment, but first, let's claim the box at the top for 35 diamonds. Then, we're going to go level up our heroes 3 times real fast. Now, let's see. Do I have anybody that I am interested in leveling up? Okay. The problem is, I don't know who I'm going to pull and how much, let's see how much I have to work with. Okay, I have enough that I think it's safe to go ahead and upgrade her 3 times. Sure, let's do it. There's 1, 2, 3, and that way even if I do pull somebody cool, I'll still be able to level them up. Alright, for leveling up our hero 3 times, we got 1 stamina potion sample. We also have a weekly thing to claim. Eliminate 2,000 monsters, and we've got 3 stamina potion samples, and then upgrading hero skills 1 time gives us 10,000 gold. Alright, made good progress there. We got the elf pass and the little dragon pass here. Daily quests, we made a purchase in the Dwarven Association. And so we get 200 gold dragon tokens for that. Back out of there. And then let's check in the storage and see if we can put anything together. We can. We can make a ancient summoning crystal. So let's do it. Can do and did do. Alright. Um, I've forgotten what I was doing in the Mortius excavation. No, that's not the one. The scroll exploration. Not quite finished with that. That's what. All right, out of there. And for some reason, we have a little red dot in our heroes window. Not sure what that's all about. It's fine. Good as is. Let's check the arena and see how long we have. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left before we can refresh that. Okay, I'm liking this decently. I think we're in a little bit better shape on everything. So let's go on over to the heroes and do some of those summons I mentioned doing. That's not where I want to go. I want to go to the summon window, not the heroes window. All right. So let's do a few summons here. All right. First up here, we have Hayden, the 2-star fighter. Bulky and tanky, this trusted warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. All right. Summon again. Next, we have Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Your classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself in a fight. I do need to look at his background sometime. The lore behind Jonas we need to know. And here's Liam, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. Okay, cool. Liam. OJ says that red dot is for the artifact choice thing. It was driving me nuts this morning. The artifact choice thing. Interesting. Arlo is a 2-star fighter, a masked man of the people. Arlo's a dexterous fighter who can reduce hero summoning costs. Cool. We'll summon again here. Thanks for letting me know, OJ. It would have taken me quite a while to figure that out if I did at all. And here we have Spring, the 3-star healer. As rejuvenating as the season itself, Spring can heal multiple units at once. Alright, summon again, why not? Think I will. And this is Nero, the 3-star mage. He's from the Cultist and the Watcher factions, and he's a lord in the Cultist faction. Nero is a flame-cloaked master of AoE damage and faction leader for the Cursed Cult. Crank the heat. And next up, we have Sorzus, 3-star mage from the Nightmare faction. Advisor to the Nightmare Legion, Sorzus preys on the weak. He does exceptional damage to low HP enemies. OJ says you have to go to the artifact forge and pick one to make it go away. That's unfortunate. I haven't even considered artifacts, so I'll have to look at that. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, here's Cutter, 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Cutter launches poisonless daggers with ease, but downs boots with less grace than an ox. Then Aiden once more, the 2-star fighter who's hulking, tanky, and reduces the hero summoning costs. Here's Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dreams. If healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. When he's unhealthy, though, just falls over at the touch of a feather. Here's Halder, the 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. And following up, that is Jonas. He's the drunkard with a spear. We've met him a few times. He may be a deserter. Alright, here's Aaron, the 3-star healer. Gifted, if not impatient, Aaron uses AoE to heal units and provide debuffs. We're getting plenty of points in the hero summoning thing, too. There's Dag, the 3-star defender from the northern faction. She's a lord, by the way. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagnes, a North Throne faction leader, able to greatly heal herself. Arubian says rolling one at a time is like mom pulling the band-aid off slowly. Yes, it's less painful this way. Here we have yet another Jonas, the two-stone fighter. He's the drunkard. He's got a spear, and he bolsters himself in a fight. And here's Breeder. We haven't seen him yet this time around. He's 2-star defender. Wielding his great mace, Breeder defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. We all feel very sad for Breeder. He goes in circles a lot. Once you see him once, you often see him again very soon. And he's apparently searching for his lost love, but he doesn't make it very far. Here we have Barclay, the 3-star fighter. I always feel like Barclay is a little bit cross-eyed. I don't know about the rest of you, but he feels like he's got a bit of cross-eyed going. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. OJ says, I read Jonas's story in the gallery. His family are rich merchants, but he wanted to drink and party instead of joining the family business. That sounds right. That does indeed. We've got a background fight completed, so let's go check that out. We got 126,000 coins, 11,250 XP potions, a myriad of gear. We've got an Arcanine crystal as well, which is always cool. And we also have these Stitched Carrion Demon Soldier Shards. We got 10 of those. So that's also neat. Alright, let's do one more summon just to cap it off for the night on that. And then we'll go there we go. We got Duradel, a 3-star fighter. Oh, vampire? Both? Duradel's surge skill does massive damage and restores HP. Talk about versatile. Indeed. Oh, and look, we got a perform 30 summons thing here. That's a monthly quest. We get 2 rare summoning crystals for that, which is cool. And on the weekly, perform 10 summons, we get yet another rare summoning crystal. So let's do it all. Oh, right. We also have this. We've got the little clicky summon thing reward. 2 mythic extracts for that. I'll take it. I mean, it could be better, could be worse. Could have gotten nothing at all, you know? We did good. Here at the harbor, we have 30 buttercream mushrooms and 30 jumbo spinach to claim. And then, let's go back to the arena where we can refresh our opponents for free. And let's see here. Looks like we have this Ukrainian fellow here with 345,007 BP. So let's do that and see if we can have a chance at all. Possibly. There's some potential here. Let's see what happens. Alright, the ants are approaching. And they put out more again. She has Cursed Seed. Releases a wave of cursed bombs at up to 3 targets in the range. Now, one thing to note about Morgan is that it takes about 50 seconds for her to really get her DPS up to its, potential. Now they've thrown out Vierna. Vierna has Reaper's Grasp. Deals 900% AoE damage to enemies in range. Kills enemies with HP below 35% after a short delay. Elite monsters and bosses are excluded. I think that's referred to as execute, by the way, when that happens, when it just outright kills someone. And here's Greed, who has Purgatory. Gathers energy and releases a soul orb upon hitting the target, dealing AoE damage equal to 240% attack. Creates a Purgatory that can either inflict slow on all enemies in range, or deal 15% AoE damage per second, lasting for 8 seconds. Airborne units take half the damage from Purgatory. I think there is something later on, maybe an Awakening, that lets you inflict slow and deal the AoE damage. I cannot recall for certain, but I think so. Okay, let's check down here. Not Morgan. Who's this beside Morgan? Ah, it's Aona. Aona has Starfall. Well, all right. So that was the end of that. We got a victory over the Ukrainian for 345,007 BP. And the stats show that Vienna topped the damage with 8,519,880, followed by Idrin at 7,409,200, and then Arrogance at 6,278,960. Then it actually drops down to Morgan at 4,422,350, and on down from there. We got 3 arena coins and 5,000 gold for that. Okay, back out of here, and then we have. Let's go to the Oracle's Trial rewards over here at the Unravel of Heroes. So we got the Thunkel parts that we need, the shards, 5 of them, and we also got 15 diamonds for that, which is very nice. I approve that message. Okay, I don't have anything running, so let's go ahead and just wait, hold on. Before we do that, we should go over the events so that we can go down to the, what's it called here? Scroll Exploration. We can claim this 1 rare summoning crystal, and then what's next? Successfully enhanced here 20 times during the event. That should be fairly, I think that should be fairly simple. So let's go to storage and gear, and what we're going to do is look at 0 to 3, and then 20 times. We're just going to count them out on the reds. Actually, I'm going to bulk organize, yeah, bulk organize that, and then count them. I just realized I'm going to be leveling 4 times each, so I actually only need 5 of these things. I am a fool some days. Most days, probably. Alright, let's try this. Bulk enhance up to level 4. Assuming it said 20 times and not 25, because now I'm doubting it and thinking, did that say 20 or did that say 25? Alright, so enhanced all of those things at a cost of 12,500. If it said 25, no big deal. I can always come back. Iridian says there's a secret achievement for reading X amount of stories. Well, that's cool. Alright, so we, over here in the spiritual altar, have 50,000 gold and 50 diamonds. That's for summoning folks. Scroll exploration, I was right. It did say 20. Congrats me. I read correctly and remembered also decently. So we got 10 master keys for that. Promote any hero 3 times during the event. Can probably handle that. Promote anybody 3 times, huh? Okay, well, maybe I already have this stuff to promote somebody. Let's see. Looking for a red dye here. Well, there's something. Ah, well, fine. There's one. Why not? That is, I don't know. It's Aona or Hollow, or I or Hollow, and it's I. It's your limit. It's fine. Promoted I, that's 1 with the promotions. We need 2 more promotions. Anybody else ready to promote? Oh, it's not looking great, honestly. Oh, here we go. There's one. I don't know who this is. This is AI. I think I don't have any more copies of her. Not to my knowledge. So that'll be a sad day. But I'm not too worried about it. We only need 2 more promotions, and it won't matter too much. So, there's our second promotion. And then here's our third one. I didn't read you guys read, did I? Apologize. This increases the basic attack target count +1. Alright, great. Grand and glorious. Let us claim these 10 master keys right here. Then we'll come over here, obtain 35 pieces of gear from Gear Raid during the event. Huh. Well, that's kind of a shame, isn't it? Am I already running something, I wonder? No, I'm not. Could do a little bit of that, I guess. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Wait a second. I've got something to claim over there. It is a gold bonus plus 100%. Sure, may as well do that. Should have probably done that some time ago. Oh, Peruvian says can claim your gold bonus. Yeah, I just noticed. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, click and go yet again. Okay. How interesting. So all of these count as gear rates? It says any, doesn't it? That's okay. We won't do it. We'll just do gear rating one for now. 18, and it needed a good number of them. We won't bother with it. We'll just do autocart 4 times on that. Alright. Out of there. Because I'm gonna have to go to get ready for bed here very soon. So, gotta try to finish off some of this stuff real fast. We have Borut over here who's waiting patiently. And he doesn't have anything fun. So, he can keep waiting. Alright. We promoted heroes one time, so we get 10 diamonds for that. We also have something over in this pass over here, Gold Dragon Pass. Perform 10 summons and we get 750 Gold Dragon tokens. Leveled us up to 19. Level rewards, we get 5 gear recasting hammer shards. Very nice. Alright. That all looks fine and well. Let's look at the arena real fast. For 5 minutes, 31 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna check the flying guinea pig over here. See what I'm missing. Titanic Ruins, yeah, we haven't done that yet. Guild War, I'm not real sure what that is, but okay. So we've done all the dailies and stuff that it mentions there, I think. So I think I'm gonna head over here to this mine and see what I've got here. I've got 4,000 gold, 2,500 XP potions, 14 stamina, 3 diamonds, and 3 mithril for that. Okay. Alright, so I think then I probably better call it for the night because it is 1:05 a.m. and about time to try to start winding down for the night over here. It was a pleasure playing with you guys and chatting with everybody. Hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. OJ says, I don't know what's up with that flying guinea pig. I don't either. I think it's a guinea pig, but I'm not really sure. Do you guys have any opinions on what kind of a rodent you think that is, out of curiosity, before I run off? Because I was like, at first I'm like, okay, a hamster, and then I'm like, no, that's absolutely not a hamster. Maybe it is a hamster. It doesn't look quite like a hamster to me. I could go with guinea pig. It is weird. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not certain. It's definitely a rodent. I can say that with some degree of certainty. It's a flying rodent. Now, one might say that, a bat, is kind of flying rodent-ish, but this is a furry one for sure. I don't think that could be skin color there. I think that's definitely hair. OJ says a bat or something would fit the game better. It is absolutely odd. It really does stand out. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to make a poll about it and ask you guys. Say, what do you think this is? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. It's I lean toward you. All right, but I do need to run off. So again, it was fun chatting with you guys. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time that I go live. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if not, then soon. So, good night for now, everyone.